Dr. Jesse Morris here with education to empower you with phenomenal health. Do you ever have the experience like your spine is just being compressed? What I want to teach you today is an exercise using your breath so you can take pressure off of your spine. This is an exercise called decompression breathing. It was developed by Dr. Eric Goodman, the man who created foundation training. And it's a fantastic exercise, essentially using your breath and rib cage to pull your spine upwards while we use the muscles of your feet and legs to pull the spine down, creating your own traction system within your spine. So I'm going to guide you through the breath part first, and then we'll add the legs in after that. So when you're breathing normally, your ribs, as you inhale, tend to come up. As you exhale, the ribs drop back down. In decompression breathing, essentially what we want to do is take a big inhale and lift and expand the ribs as far as we can and hold the ribs up and inflated while you breathe out. Okay? So I want you to imagine your rib cage is like a big balloon, and we want it to expand in all directions as we breathe in. So we want the ribs to lift, we want the ribs to get wider side to side, and we want the rib cage to get wider front to back. So I'm going to guide you through it, and then we'll add the legs in after this. So here's how it goes. You want to take your hands, put your thumbs on the bottom of your ribs, and your pinkies on your hip bones. This is a nice way to feel your ribs pulling away from the waist and the ribs expanding. So this is how it goes. We want to take a big inhale and lift and expand the ribs. We want to try to hold the ribs up and inflated while you breathe out. Next breath goes a little bigger. Hold everything inflated. Big breath in. So you might not be able to take a full exhale as you breathe out, but that's okay. Every inhale, we want to ratchet the rib cage open just a little bit further, and remember to try to hold the ribs open and inflated while you breathe out. Okay, let's add in the legs. So with the feet, what I want you to think about is spreading your toes out. And it's almost like you have talons. You want to grab on and hook onto the ground with your feet. Okay? So spread your toes. You're hopefully going to be grabbing onto the ground, but if you have shoes on, grab onto the inside of your shoes. You want to unlock your knees, and it's almost like you're trying to slide your feet towards each other. Okay? So your feet are grabbing on the ground, and you're sliding your feet towards each other. Okay, now we're going to put it all together. So spread out your toes. Grab onto the ground, squeeze your feet towards each other, and we're going to hold that while we do our breath. So thumbs on the ribs, pinkies on the hips. Big breath, try to lift and expand the ribs. Try to hold the ribs up and inflated while you breathe out. Big breath, lift the rib cage. Hold the ribs up and inflated while you breathe out. Okay, so you can do that in sets of, 3, 4, 5 breaths at a time, and it's really a fantastic exercise to start taking pressure off of your spine. And the cool thing about this is you can do it standing, you can do it laying down, and you can also do it while you're sitting. I often use decompression breathing on long car rides to just get more oxygenation and take pressure off of my spine. So the next time you're feeling like gravity's just squishing you and your spine's really compressed, try out some decompression breathing and see if you can get a little more space in there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.